Alright. Sorry, maybe a little bit further south. Around the building.
Molo Umhambe, greetings, traveller. You have found your brother. It is time to celebrate. I hope that our last meeting provided some light to guide you on your way.
Bra Bones. Yeah, it's good to see you.
Hearing your voice certainly warms what's left of my heart, traveller. It is good to see you too, especially now that you found your missing half. I prayed for the Dullahan to guide you, and for the spirit of Inja to protect you. And look what I see before me. It worked.
You spoke about a brother who lives in the Kettle.
Yeah. Mbombe.
Mbombe?
Dear sweet brother. Have you heard word from him?
I need to get into the Kettle to speak to him.
It's been many years since I last spoke to Mbombe. The last time we spoke, he begged me to come to the Kettle and free him. He's there because of me. Because I told him to come and serve Nevra horses as I did. And when he rejected the stripped skin and metal bones that she bestowed unto him, she sold him to grave as penance.
Did he mention a password to get into the Kettle?
No password. But he told me to get into the Kettle I would have to blacken the name of Nevra horses. Grave worships Varia, the warrior who protects us from the dead. He wears a covering made of skin and has the head of the ram. If you give praise to Varia and blaspheme against the name of Nevra horses, you will be granted entrance to the Kettle. Now, go, my friend. I must cleanse my mind and voice of these things.
The password of a sort. And back we go. Hey, good to see you, Casino. Things going alright? Welcome. Happy Monday. It's your weekend. Just wrapping up here for morning. Just trying to see if we can get a little bit further along in our playthrough here. I'm curious about. Yeah, I can't really think of anything much I can do with the Cottonmouth at the moment. Trying to get in to see a person named Grave who, in theory, has some intel or possibly even some of the parts that we need for the array we're working on. Still don't understand you.
I have the password. I'm here to praise Varya. And because Never Horses is a false god.
Man never grows this earlier. He's an instant character. Alright, well, we're in. That's here simple but well constructed. Roofs look nice. Only the skeletons are left in the creaking gibbet cages, but room few fires to blaze beneath them. Hello, Snape's loose lips.
Average build. Estimate age at 36 years. Human male. Large build. Estimate age at 46 years. Agnate recon drone. Estimate age at 3 years. Please note that this Caicus is inebriated.
Shut up. Loose lips is not inebriated.
It's like that other guy in the bar. He has that weird
Wants to be left
double mind.
alone.
Is there anything I can help you with?
It's too late to help loose lips. Just let me fall.
Attempting to sever the connection between Caicus and drone will result in automatic activation of defense systems.
The drones are what's keeping me off the floor.
Entering recharge. Shutting down higher brain functions until recharge is complete.
So weird. Flares are drawing energy from somewhere once, but not anymore. It is piled high with rubble and sand. A little away from the bustle and noise of the village, these quarters give a fabulous place to gather and rest. Stairs there, and there are stairs back up that way too. Cart waits outside the shebang, and with pitchers and flagons. Nice sized little area. Hey, sweet. Gold! I have to wander to all the corners because I never know if there's something like that somewhere. Alright, got the Kettle Shabine. Stone will provide a steady supply of fresh water to the crops and the homes of the villagers. These will spot rows of fragrant medicinal and edible herbs. There you go, carefully tended. That's where I can take care of that part of my other quest then.
You have the glow of a wanderer. The sand on your skin is not from here. The salt in your hair, the mud on your shoes.
You're right. I'm not from around here.
Wanderers can be kind, or they can be cruel. Which are you?
Find out how cool I can be. Guess I can be both.
I'm a good person who sometimes does bad things.
Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are seeds. You can grow flowers, or you can grow weeds. At the end of the day, we all have mud on our hands. Not all storms are sent to hinder your journey. Some come to clear your path. Remember, Wanderer, if you need guidance, the spirit of Inja is always at your feet, toiling in the soil. Inja blessed this very garden in the Kettle, we can grow anything. Seeds that have perished in the harsh desert spring into new life.
It's a beautiful garden.
Thank you, Wanderer. This garden is very special to us. After the Agnate Wars, this small patch of soil was the only place where anything would grow. The Kettle sprung up from this very soil. Our maidens tended to it, loved it, and made this earth rich and fertile. Our leader, Lebanon, yearned to fix the world that he had played a part in breaking. But he and Grave had different ideas about which path the gods wished them to walk. And so Lebanon left, taking the other maidens with him. He was convinced they were the key to rejuvenating the world. At night, the soil here sings for their return. It wants to feel their hands again. I can feel their sorrow. I feel them sifting through ash and bone.
If I stumble on any gardeners sifting through ash, I'll send them your way.
I fear that the cries of despair here are not among the living anymore. Lebanon took them to the dead city of Bas. Even if they survived the journey, they most certainly can't be living among the red vines and black ash. Please, I must rest. This talk has tired me. Travel safely, Wanderer. May Inja bless your path ahead.
That would smoke rats from inside the hut. Okay, so this is back down the other way then. Oh, guess we'll head inside that other building. Must be the bouncer. Bodies heavy muscle and modified cybernetic enhancements. Thick dark fluid shifts strangely in a large glass canister. Makes one of the wrestlers is caught clips for the night. Graphic projection sways and stomps alongside the dancers. Guy's got some moves. Sparks dance in the fire pits. Music pulses. Tattooed woman sits alone, listening to the melody, lost in her own thoughts. Under the multicolored lights, dancers move to the music of the she-band. Cast the best in local singing and scratching vinyl talent, the side of Saxon Wold, featuring Flotsam, Kurt Dog, 2B, Teacher Sean, Dark the Warlock, Bullet, Crazy Dog, Quagga, Morphe, Hermit in the Forest, Axis, Squilliam, Exquium, Metal Hurlant.
I see a determined man before me, a man of conviction, a man of stone, a man rebuilding himself into something more. And there is nothing stronger than a broken man rebuilding himself.
You're not what I expected. Yeah, he said thanks.
Grave of the Kettle.
Ah, it is rare to meet a human who would greet a machine with such civility. But
Sure.
I have no need for formalities. You may simply call me Grave.
You're quite different from the other military agnates I've met.
I decided long ago that the shackles of slavery did not fit me well. The Agnate's servitude to the Ascendancy and the Priests of Tribulation is not our history. It interrupted our history. This whole settlement was built on the backs of just 2 unchained Agnate soldiers. Imagine what we could accomplish if we all were free.
Which 2 agnates built this place?
I'm not too familiar with the other.
my
Lebanon, yep.
We
The
were
one that
as
left.
one. We even shared a previous life. When we learned the truth about the Ascendancy, Lebanon and I were shunned from Babel.
I need to get there
After
someday.
many lifetimes of fighting, we wanted peace. So we left to find a place where we could live peacefully. But we felt that this world was not built for metal slaves. While our oil had stained the leaves of the trees, still we had no roots.
What truth did you learn?
That the record, the Apocrypha that all Agnets are linked to, has no author. It is updated before events happen, slowly revealing its word to those who are allowed to read it. My kin, Lebanon, told me about our brethren being tied to a device without soul or feeling, and so we severed the connection, tore out the uplink from our very bodies. Knowledge makes one unfit to be a slave. We could not bear to see this happen.
I didn't know machines could feel so deeply.
Or even feel at all. That is what Never a Horses said. She was convinced that we could not think for ourselves. I challenged her in her own arena. After I won, she refused to hand me her mask, the proof of her defeat at the metal hands of a slave.
I have a favor to ask. I need some red mercury.
That's why I was here.
Yes, I have a red mercury. I propose a simple trade. I will give you what you want if you give me what I want.
Commerce.
I want the mask of Never a Horses.
There you go.
She can be found in her temple at the Bulwark. Bring me her mask, and you shall have what you desire. Now, be gone, and good luck.
Does sound tricky, but now we have our next goal.
What?
Are you the brother of Bra Bones from the Abbey in Witherberg?
Bra Bones. Is
That way's going by now.
Yeah, he helped me find my brother.
Well, at least he helped somebody. Is he still peddling his religious bullshit?
He mentioned some religious stuff, yeah.
Be careful.
Sure.
Given enough time, he could turn you into me.
He did speak about you fondly. I think he misses having his brother close.
He also spoke fondly of me to his priestess. His mate was looking to expand her harem. She already had him. She wanted me. He made it happen. When I began to say no to further modifications, she cast me out. I ended up broken and leaking on a scrap heap of old unwanted machines. Grave found me and took me in. He has no love for the Ascendancy, no love for their priests. The Kettle is a place for outcasts. We had some followers enter here and try to peddle their religion. What's left of them is still smouldering in the courtyard.
Saw the pile.
You mentioned a scrap heap of unwanted machines. Where is that?
Short distance to the west. Scavengers have stripped it mostly bare. Thank you for that journey through my past, stranger.
You think you could forgive your brother?
He was once kind. And then they took him, twisted him, ruined him. Oh, he's not my brother anymore. I feel rage and hatred, not for him, but for the zealots that had twisted him into that thing. If you ever see him, you tell him his brother died long ago. Goodbye, stranger.
What are you gonna do? Alright, so still curious what I can do about the herb, but I couldn't communicate with anyone as far as cultivating it or anything here, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Yeah, so it looks like we need to challenge the Priest of Tribulation. And we added the Kettle Garage and then the Arena Fort. Yep, Kettle Garage just over there. Nice. That was the scrap heap you mentioned. Yeah, so I know where I currently am, I think. I think that's the idea. Possibly some other unrelated thing, like I found all the regions, or I presume it's because it's where I currently am. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess the next part of our quest takes us eventually over to the bulwark there, so noon. Yep. Wait for another one.